How's everybody doing tonight?
Um, stress filled. We're not going to Kick or Rumble now, and I have no idea why. We have been going to Rumble, but Kick just I've redone the settings. I've done all the things, and I can't figure it out. I don't know what's wrong with it.
Can anybody hear me?
Yep.
Yep,
Okay. Just making sure.
you are all good. How's Mel doing?
How am I doing? I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking.
Moderately neato.
It's hot. It's really, really hot.
Yes, it is. It's freaking horrible.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
that's-
past couple of weekends. Well, not this one, obviously, but I was in New Orleans showing some people around that have never been there before, and I would not do that on purpose again. Because not only is it hot, if you've been to New Orleans, you know it also stinks like urine. And then when you go by the Sexy Studios on a sexy Sunday, it smells like more than that.
There's Sexy Studio. Oh, you're talking about strip clubs? Okay.
Bourbon Street going towards Canal.
Bourbon Street. Yep.
Yes. Yes.
So the only time I was in New Orleans was as a teenager. The youth group that I was in for the Catholic church that I was going to at the time, we went up there to see the Pope and his Pope mobile and everything. He was at the stadium there. And so we got to walk around. We were not allowed to go on Bourbon Street.
Why not?
You know, but
there's a really great view of St. Louis Chapel from there.
Right. But we would all need confessions, and there was too many of us kids there to get that many confessions in before we could see the Pope. But yeah, it did smell like urine, and it was hot at the time. I don't remember. It had to have been July because it was before school started, so it had to have been then. And I do remember it was the coolest thing. There was a man playing a grand piano, like just out in the stairwell of like big stone steps or whatever, going up to something I don't remember, but it was just so cool to me.
It is the music and the arts out there. You're always going to find music. You're always going to find something going on down there.
It just felt different, like the whole atmosphere, everything felt different from where I grew up, which was Pinellas Park, Florida, which is, just a little peninsula, like suburbs or whatever. So it was a whole nother world for me.
Yeah, it definitely has its own vibe. And, but there's also something for everybody down there. I mean, that's kind of a overgeneralized statement, but it's fun either way. You don't have to go to Bourbon Street. There's Magazine Street. And I still haven't been, but I think the next time my brother comes to visit, definitely going to the World War II Museum. Still haven't been there, but definitely doing that. But I want to go. The next time I go is going to be in October because their Halloween stuff is fantastic.
Oh, it's got to be crazy there.
Yeah.
Sure.
I want to say hello to Russell Wells, my son. Jumped in there. Hey, One Bat Mommy, Kathy and Berg, Dave Vogel Samples. That's what we like to call him. Dave Vogel sang. Jeff Castle. Who else? Paige Rockwell. Haven't seen her in a little while. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Jen Clifton, that California.
Where's she from?
Erica L. Sour.
6 hour. 6 hour.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Yeah. Kathy and the Berg.
Mom, get going.
Melissa R. Great show so far, right, Russ? Hey, I mean, we actually, Rumble is now up. I have no idea why I'm having trouble. Kinsey, you're supposed to be watching Rumble because it doesn't come over into chat here. So I'm giving you something else to do.
It's probably just Sir Rat
You make it sound like I'm capable of doing what you already told me to do beforehand.
What's that other thing we said besides Rumble? Twitch?
No,
Kick.
Kick.
Oh,
we
Kick.
were going live, and I went back and I redid the settings, did all that. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it ain't freaking working. So,
Anybody else having problems with Twitter or X?
Oh no, because I redid it.
No, I mean in general, like in general, like on your phone. I don't have an iPhone, so okay. There's something wrong with mine. I had to uninstall it.
There's one person I can see in Rumble besides me, and I I almost overlooked her. So,
oh dear God,
Erica?
yeah.
Erica? Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with Kick.
So we're using the wonderful StreamYard app, and I added X to it. So
Yeah.
So to add X to it, so we can stream to X, here's what it says I have to do. So it can see tweets from your timeline. Okay, that's fine or whatever. As well as your list and collections. That's fine too. I don't care or whatever. See your Twitter profile information. I don't have a problem with that. And account settings. Wait, what? It can see accounts you follow, mute and block. It can follow and unfollow accounts for you. Wait, what? It can update your profile.
It's for the algorithms.
Right. It can update your profile and account settings. Wait, what? So it completely changed me? I don't post and delete tweets for you and engage with tweets by others.
Oh, it's like your own little secretary.
Right. Mute, block, and report accounts for me. Oh, that's so nice. I'm so glad it knows what I want and how to do it.
Does it know what you want, what you really, really want?
You know?
I guess was it always like that, or is it under Elon's watch? Or does it matter?
This is StreamYard, so it's not X.
Oh, I thought it was X.
So
okay.
But to stream to X, this is what StreamYard demands from you. That's fascinating to me. Huh.
So it's not X's fault, it's StreamYard's fault.
Right. And we just hit OK because we want to be able to use stuff. So we just hand it all away.
Just like all other end user license agreement, we just go ahead and, click OK, even though we got no clue what we're giving up.
Right.
Whatever. What
are
you drinking, Kirk?
Lemonade.
I have rum and Coke. That's my go-to. I'm not bougie like Rusty over there with his the BS show or whatever that he has. I mean Bourbon Syndicate.
The BS show.
It's a BS show, all right.
It is the BS, and it usually stands for being asleep. Because I go to sleep quite often.
Well, I don't know. I mean, whenever you came down off of the roof a couple weeks ago, I was afraid it was going to stand for broken shit.
Oh.
And I don't know if unconscious is the same as asleep. I mean, they look the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they
different reasons. You're drinking lemonade, Rusty?
Yes, I am. Pink lemonade, as a matter of fact. Because it's just a little bit better than regular lemonade. I don't know what.
He's been bougie with the lemonade. I see how it is.
Yeah. No, when I make it, though, so it's the sugar-free kind. But I had Judy get me some lemon juice and some lime juice. And I put that in there extra, give it a little extra bite.
Speaking of lime juice, I got a shitload of limes. I've been making lime juice. And yesterday I made key lime pie for the first time.
Oh.
No, Russ. I'm giving my kidneys and liver a break here for a couple of days.
I'm still in the New Orleans spirit, so I'm going to have some Sazerac.
Oh, Sazerac. There you go.
Trying to get some blood back into your alcohol stream, Rusty?
Yes. Yes. I'm hitting it pretty hard, though. So my favorite, Russ, if you want to know, my current favorite is Old Dominic Cash Strength. Damn, it's good. Just chocolate and cherries and just, man, it's good.
Hey, has he tried April 1 or Genuine Spirits yet?
April 1, yes, I sent him a bottle for his birthday, and I guess he had bought him one, so they like arrived, I guess, pretty close to each other or something. I don't know. He's like, yeah, now I got 3 of them.
It was buy one get one this month too.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, April 1 is good. Yeah.
Yeah, I want their Cash Strength. That's going to be my next buy from them.
How do you get it though? Because they can't ship it to Alabama, right? Or can they?
I can ship it to my sister's house.
Oh, okay.
She's just over in Georgia. I've already got a couple of bottles sent to her, so that's awesome.
Nice.
But now, but see, here's the thing. So it just must be something that distilleries or something, or the law wherever they are, because Short Barrel over in Atlanta can ship to my address, and Distillarium up there in Washington, they can also ship to my address. So I don't know what it is they have to, what hoops they have to go through, or what they got to do. But
I wonder, did a law change recently that you didn't know about? Because I know here in Mississippi they're trying to open up the mail service.
Right. Yeah, I seen that. They poor mosquitoes when they bite Rusty. Yeah, that's right. They just off all drunk and shit.
And it kind of pissed me off when they were passing these new laws because they were showing people on TV, about drinking alcohol on Sunday and having it shipped. But because our liquor stores are still closed on Sunday, but I could still go to base and it's whatever and tax free. Right. But the people are like, if you didn't stock up for Sunday, then you're drinking too much. Then you all don't need to be drinking on Sunday, and you should have thought about that. I'm like, where's the freedom in that? Don't tell me what I can and can't do.
Yeah, no kidding.
Screw you.
Right? I mean, if I want to freaking drink on Sunday, I ought to be able to go out and buy it. I mean,
exactly.
It's crazy.
That's how a small R Republican system works. I mean, each different area has their own different rules.
Oh, congrats.
So in other words, so what you're telling me, Kinsey, is I need to move. If I don't like it, move to a different state.
There you go.
Well, I mean,
that is right.
Or is it a county thing? Because where I live at now was a dry county until about, I think, 2 years ago.
Yeah. No, this is
now.
A state thing for who?
We lost you for a second.
Oh, really?
No, not on my end.
No.
Chill Will is in the house. Hey, look, Russ, he's officially, so when he gets chief, he doesn't get to pay for a year or something like that, or a long time.
It depends on your ranking. It's complicated. Don't get me started.
Yeah. And so he's now officially paid at his rank. So that's awesome, buddy.
He's called Genuine now also because it's another season.
Ah.
He's Genuine.
That's as confusing as like the USPS, because my wife is the same way. Their pay scheme is so weird depending on whether you're rural, whether you're a sub, whether you're have a route, whether you're in town. It's so weird, the pay scale.
It is. Oh, and that kind of, so not even in a political sense. But and I'm not averse to talking about religion or politics anymore. I learned it. But when they were talking about Walz and his E9 to E8 thing, there's so many people that have no idea about how that works, and they're just like going off on stolen valor. It's like, no, that's not how it works. Sometimes you get into a job and you assume the title for a little bit, and then you go back. He didn't finish his qualifications, and it's just like people were blowing it out of the freaking water.
Okay, but
you could be a master chief, or you could be a command master chief. You could be a command senior chief, and you assume that role. But then you also get paid by your high 3, and you can also claim that when you retire. Don't get me started.
Hey,
But you
Russ.
wouldn't retain that title, would you?
About.
Yeah, Russ says you can't say genuine anymore.
Hmm.
TCS.
I'm retired. I'll say genuine. I will say hazing. I will say whatever.
And Mel, you can't retain that title though, right? You can't keep saying that you're that if you're not that though, right? So
No,
even if
but
it's
you can claim it
valid,
as he was.
Yeah,
he
you
say,
can.
I was. He can claim
Yeah.
it, but if he didn't, like he didn't retire at that, but he can if he got depending because it's the Army and the Navy obviously are different, but I don't know if he could retain that pay status when you go to retire as your high 3. Like the last 3 years of your service, you get paid on the average of your high 3. But anyway, I don't want to talk about that anymore. But it was just aggravating when people just go off with, well, it's partisan politics. Like no matter what he did, it was going to be bad, and they were looking just like the same thing with Vance. No matter what he did, it was going to be bad and on the couch or whatever. So
Right.
that's just how the nature of politics is nowadays. I don't care what you did that was good. I'm going to find something.
They say that. They say, well, that's how it is nowadays. No, if you go back, it happened all the way back.
Oh yeah. I know.
1700s, 1800s. So I mean, it's just been the same shit over and over and over and over and over.
The guy fighting against the one woman and just put out that she was a thespian, and everybody took that as something other than it wasn't.
Then an actress? Are you freaking kidding me?
Right.
Oh my
but he
God.
wound up winning because everybody was like, "What? She was a thespian," but they didn't know what thespian was. So,
well, isn't it pronounced thespian with a P, not a B?
Well, it don't matter. The question is there video of it?
Yeah, I want to see some thespians. Oh yeah. Anyway,
how do you do lesbian relationships? HD.
I agree.
No, there's no HD
It
involved.
wasn't a couch. It wasn't a couch. It was a love seat. It was a self-love seat. It wasn't a couch.
But yeah, but Kirk, they're thespians to begin with. There wasn't any HD involved in there. That's not a thespian thing.
Mr. Jiggs, cheers. Thanks for dropping in, buddy. Brian Jackson.
There's so many people I don't recognize.
Wombat Mommy.
They must be Rusty's friends.
Mr. Mom, I didn't even see him. What's up? Yeah, these are all bourbon people.
Jeff Castle.
Yeah.
Ooh, Brian Jackson's here. Sorry, buddy. Sorry.
Yeah.
We were talking about thespians.
All right, let's.
I like scissors.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
Just kidding. Nothing. I was just thinking about scissors for some reason. Go ahead.
Wow. All right. Birthdays today, August 25th. It is 25th. Gene Simmons of Kiss is 75. Holy cow. That'd make you old. Singer Elvis Costello is 70. Director Tim Burton is 66. TV chef Rachel Ray. How old is she?
60.
Old enough.
Close. 56.
Rachel Ray.
Yeah, 56. How about model Claudia Schiffer is
60.
No, 54.
Oh.
And let's go. It happened on this day. 1718. Hundreds of French colonists arrive where?
France.
No, no, in America. Hundreds of French colonists arrive in
Florida.
New Orleans?
Yes. 1718.
Ireland.
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Nolans.
Nolans.
No, it's New Orleans. Nobody really says Nolans, except for the twin asses on the swamp in the bayou.
What about New Orleans?
No, yeah.
Just to go back to Gene Simmons real quick.
That's so funny.
Oh.
I saw that.
Well, you got that shit right. I can
Yep.
only rock and roll some nights and party every third day. That's right.
Yep.
1875, Captain Matthew Webb became the first to swim across the English Channel, traveling from Dover, England to Calais, France in 22 hours. I bet his arms were tired.
And he got less sick than the people in the Olympics swimming in France
Yeah.
this year.
That's right, Brian Jackson, NOLA. That's easy.
And stuff. What?
Brian Jackson made a comment. I was wondering if it had something to do with an eternal resting place or what, because I mean he says Elvis's wife is hot.
I think he's talking about Elvis Costello.
Oh, okay, good.
There you go.
Oh,
See, the National Park Service was established on this day in 1916. Yay, I guess.
That reminds me of something. National Parks. Go ahead.
In 2004, on this day, a man was charged with robbing a Butler, Wisconsin bank directly across the street from the police department. He told investigators he wanted to impress a woman with the stolen money. Instead, he says he spent most of it at a casino.
Oh, that's right. Elvis Costello's wife is Diana Krall, and yes.
Does she have scissors?
No, but she sings very well. She's a jazz singer. Yeah.
Maybe pinking shears.
2008, a newborn baby that was abandoned outdoors by her 14-year-old mother during the Argentina winter was found safe after being kept alive and warm by a mother dog and her brood of puppies. A farmer found the naked baby lying amongst his dog China and her puppies.
Oh, like a little Romulus and Remus story. That's so cute.
Moses, did he part in seas?
Or
What now?
a curtain.
Like Moses, did he part any seas once he got bigger?
I don't understand the words that are coming out.
I don't know, but I heard if he done this in front of the mirror, he could part his hair right down the middle.
Hey, everybody, there's only 180 shopping days till 180, 30, 60, 90, 120 shopping days till somewhere in there. There's a lot of numbers. There's 4 months till Christmas. It is also Kiss Makeup Day. Banana Split Day. Secondhand Wardrobe Day. And looky here, it is Whiskey Sour Day. Damn it. I should have had a whiskey.
Is Mr. Mom from one of your bourbon shows? Because he's cracking me up in the chat.
Yes.
Okay.
What is it?
I never met him, but he's hilarious.
Yeah,
Wait,
he's
Screw
everywhere.
Christmas won that for me? I don't get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that mommy and you are on the same page, apparently.
Screw Christmas. I did see a porn with Santa in it one time, and I think it's called Screw Christmas.
No. Did you see the one, Merry Xmas?
No.
I mean, me neither.
I
Read
mean,
it.
they ho in there or what?
But it was Santa, but Santa was a midget.
Well, I didn't see it before, but
Well, I mean, they did call him a jolly little elf. So
Yeah.
there it
But
is.
he was yelling at the girls, Christmas only comes once a year, honey.
I feel sorry for Santa then.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Santa comes a lot.
Three
Christmas
times
doesn't.
what? What 3 times what? What did I do?
3 times a lady? I don't know.
What was behind the green door?
Well, what's he behind the green door?
Yes.
Well, I was looking at the headline. I was looking at the headlines according to Google, and I was very disappointed in one of them that I saw.
What is she referring to, Kirk?
I have no idea.
Is she not in the room with you? In the house with
No.
you? No.
House, yes. Room,
No.
no. No, she keeps yelling from the other room about how my microphone sucks.
It sounds fine to me here. I don't know.
Be the microphone.
I don't know what is if it's translating over into YouTube or whatever. It sounds good in here. All right. You got anything, Kirk? Got anything? You mentioned something earlier.
I just mentioned. Never mind me.
Yeah.
Did you hear something? I thought I heard something.
That's pretty much. Yeah.
What you got, Kinsey?
I had found out what the ranked number 3 on one of the most disappointing places to go to was for a national park. Guess what it was?
A national park?
Mammoth Cave.
That was disappointing.
That was
apparently
disappointing.
It was disappointing. They and for some sort of site and everything, the feedback from the people on social media, they ranked number 3 for most disappointing. Although they rolled pretty good with it there, they went ahead and took that, and they had themselves a little announcement they wrote. Come experience what has disappointed millions of people for over 225 years. Mammoth Cave National Park recently rated as one of the most disappointing U.S. tourist attractions. While we think it's the world's longest cave system and over 4,000 years of human history is amazing, others find that the cave is very dark and that there's nothing cool to see here.
Okay. First off, it's not the longest. Japan has the longest. Mammoth is the second longest, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like about it was the speed at which they pushed everybody through.
Yeah.
But other than that, they didn't have time to take pictures and stuff. But other than that, it was fantastic. And we only did one of the tours, and there's like 57 tours. It's like 400 miles worth of caves.
What's that one about, Mommy? The concept of national park aren't that old. When they were doing this, the most uninteresting places, like the most uninteresting states.
Teddy Roosevelt, right?
Mississippi was number 2 as the most uninteresting.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Or the most boring or something. The most boring state is Mississippi. Mississippi was number 2. I can't remember what number 1 was.
Huh.
But yes, Theodore Roosevelt did the national parks thing.
Yeah.
Did you ever do the stats and look up how many people disappear in national parks and they don't really do any follow-up on it?
Gee, I wonder how many people you can make disappear in the Mammoth Cave system.
Probably a lot.
Caves are different.
I like what are they? The ones in Virginia that begins with an L caves with the stalagmites, stalactites. I saw those, but they're in Virginia. Oh, come on, they begin with an L. Luray Caverns. They're great.
Carlsbad is
amazing.
amazing.
Last year,
said Chill Will.
Yeah, Jessica and I this year in July, I think, or maybe it was last year, one of the years, we went to Howe Caverns, and they have caves down there, and it's really cool because there's an elevator that takes you down. It's like 150 feet down.
Ooh. Where is this?
And then, in New York. It's about an hour and a half from Syracuse, east of Syracuse, and it was fantastic. And then there's like a boat ride that you get on from the water that's down there, and that was really neat because all the water that comes in there, it like seeps in, so there's no animal life, there's no anything. The plant life and stuff like that, it comes from like people bringing stuff in like on them. So switch to LED lights instead of the other like incandescent lights, so nothing would grow. And that was cool. And they did the same thing at Howe Caverns that they did at Mammoth Caves, where they shut all the lights off. And you've never been in dark like you've been in dark in a cave ever. And it's fantastic. Like it's neat. But Mammoth Caves was the opposite because they're open air, so there's like bugs and animal life and stuff that gets into the caves. and that was cool because there was like cave crickets that are like as big as my.
Oh, I hate those. I hate those. They look like spiders, but they jump. They have no
Yes.
cave
Yep.
crickets. Oh,
Yes.
those.
Oh God.
I used to get those in my house in Virginia.
No.
And just a little bit of a warning while you're down there going through the cave tour. The cell signal sucks. So just to let you know.
And the plane
Tasty.
ride out.
Tasty. When you say no bats, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, 'cause I love bats. They're so interesting.
Well, I mean, they do have some bats over there in Mammoth Cave, but usually the ones that you see just kind of looks like a little hairy chicken nugget hanging off of something. But that's one of the reasons they don't like you to use flash photography while you're in there, because you don't want to disturb.
Yeah, you don't want to disturb the
wildlife
bats.
there is.
The cute little mammals.
We have
And how
we have,
doesn't have any.
we have bats here. You can go
In
out
your belfry?
summertime.
in your-
Yes. And they fly around the light post out here catching, and you can take a rock. You pick up a rock and throw it up. They'll freaking zoom in on that thing and try to follow it all the way down to the ground, and then they'll freaking take off.
So there's people here in my neighborhood that have not nests, bat boxes or whatever.
Right.
So, because they, instead of getting Terminex or whatever for the mosquitoes, because they're ungodly here, they have like bat boxes, and I don't know for sure, but from what they said, that it works better than Terminex or whatever, because the bats are constantly eating.
Yeah, bats and dragonflies. Dragonflies are fantastic.
They called me the mother of dragonflies because they've been like just sitting like on me, and it was the coolest thing. They're freaking everywhere.
Cool. Yeah, in Florida they were really cool, and like the grasshoppers that we used to catch down in Florida. I mean, they were
massive.
And up here in New York, they're like tiny. Great. I mean, they don't get huge.
How about palmetto bugs?
Nope,
that look like nearly the size of a VW. Yeah,
it's the fancy name for roach.
Well, I mean, think about it this way. Things are only going to last so long in Florida. All of the other wildlife and stuff is going to taper down. Some of it's already tapering down because of the Burmese pythons.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about climate change.
No, well, people want to throw that on there too, but no, I mean, there has been a significant drop in the, rabbit, deer population. Even the gators are.
That was from a long time ago. That was from the hurricane from like years ago, 10, 20 years. What hurricane was that?
Well, and they're spreading though. I mean,
people are also taking them out there and letting them go, which is also a problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've multiplied enough to where they got parties going out there to hunt these things with like $10,000 prizes now, trying to help people get to where they're getting all these pythons out of the system.
At least they're not poisonous, though. That's a good thing, but it's killing the environment, and
they're not poisonous. They don't normally mess with people, but they are killing everything else, including the alligators.
Well, they give the best hugs, though. Oh my God.
Florida, unless they stop doing it, Florida Department of Wildlife, whatever that is, they were paying by the foot. Yeah. So if you went out and caught a bunch of them, then you got paid by the foot. I forget how much it was, but yeah.
I love snakes, but not when they're like running around feral like that.
Yeah, no.
And the palmetto bugs, they used to shove me out of bed to get shit out of the fridge for them when I was younger. I mean, that's Florida.
They kept me awake because I went to boot camp in Florida, one of the last companies to go through Orlando. And when we were on watch in the middle of the night, we'd have like that's what kept us up. We were playing like hockey with them. Get the brooms
I was one of the last groups that went through my C school and everything next door to your boot camp before they ended up shutting the base down.
I heard it's something like a resort now or something real nice.
Well, whenever we left, we were told that pretty much all it was going to be left was like the golf course and the Navy Exchange and, the VAs over there next door.
Mr. Mom, that's what she said. Dollars by the foot.
Wait, what did,
15 cents, bitches.
look at this from J May. Daddy long legs are bad right now. Yeah, so spiders, they do their egg lay or whatever hatching in August, I believe, July and August, all the way through. So yeah, you're. I'll tell you one of the weirdest things I seen involving spiders is I was parked out. I was spending the night in the truck when I had a sleeper logging, and I stepped out to take a whiz, and I had my light on, and as I turned and shined across the field, it was barren dirt. I kept seeing these little tiny sparkles everywhere, and I was like, "What the hell is that?" And I mean, they were all over the place. And I'd walked up on one; it was freaking spiders. They were everywhere. I was like, I fucking run back. It's like, holy shit, they're gonna get me.
It's fine.
Were they like floating on a stream of web or what?
No, they were ground spiders. I guess what is
Wolf
it?
spiders?
Wolf spiders. They were freaking everywhere. I was like, no.
That pee didn't take long at all, did it?
Oh no. You know what? You can run backwards and pee at the same time. I'm just saying. You can.
I actually go ahead.
Jamie said she's killing them between her boobs.
Yeah.
Motorboating spiders.
Jessica
Next
said,
year's
I'm the only,
next in the Olympics.
Jessica said, I'm the only thing that hasn't died between her boobs.
You pay attention during the right time of the year where you're walking around at night out here, you'll see little spots that are glowing down on the ground. We actually got little worms and stuff that'll show up. It'll glow if you pay enough attention to see where you're stepping at.
I stopped killing spiders in the house. Now I just pick them up and let them out.
Yeah, that's what I do.
So one of the stores that I go to, the girl that works there catches them. So she'll actually catch them and then take them outside, like religiously. Like, she's adorable. She's like ARC, so she's developmentally disabled, but they have her working there or whatever. And she catches them and then takes them outside and then lets them go all the time. It's awesome.
That's so cute.
Timothy Ratliff, yeah, brown recluse spiders do suck. If you ever learn how to recognize a huntsman spider, them things will actually hunt down them brown recluse.
So I heard, I don't know how true it is, but it was at the hospital where my wife works, and somebody was telling me that they got bit by a brown recluse, and it doesn't just stay, like it'll be bad like in one spot where you got bit and they'll treat it and it'll get better, but like another sore can pop up in a completely different spot from the original, because I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, we have those up here. You got to be careful of them.
It's like it moves around the body or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because it deteriorates your skin. Like it eats it away. It's disturbing.
Yeah.
No, Timmy, I've never seen a camel spider, but I have seen a couple of camel toes.
Or a moose knuckle. I read this book recently, oh God, where is it? But this lady was fishing in Alaska, like salmon fishing, and her eye kept hurting. And then after about a week, because she couldn't get it to stop hurting and being dry, so she had a bug. It was a worm underneath it. And it just kept getting bigger and big and multiplying. So when she went to the hospital, like the emergency room, they pulled 12 little worms out of like her eye, like living in her eye socket.
Ooh. Okay.
I gotta tell you the name of that book because it was really good.
You ever seen any of the videos over in Asian countries where they're pulling them out and showing the video on them coming out like about yay long or so, pulling them right out of the eye socket?
Oh, that's creepy. Yeah.
I hope you ran that thing over, Wombat Mommy. First time I took my youngest to school, a stupid ass tarantula was high stepping it across the parking lot. No. Well,
I mean, tarantulas aren't venomous, are they?
And Timmy says J May's boobs seem to attract spiders. Interesting. Timmy, boobs attract everything. Not just
Kenzie, you've never heard the song about the Alice Cooper Black Widow? Vincent Price does a little narrative in the middle. Anybody? Anybody?
I don't recall. I wasn't too much.
And
I
here
didn't
my
listen to Alice
prize
Cooper that
Black
much growing
Widow,
up.
isn't she lovely and so deadly? Her kiss is 15 times as poisonous as that of the rattlesnake. Well, Vincent Price does it. Look it up. I'm not gonna insult Vincent Price by pretending, but
by pretending to be.
I was just showing off because I know all the words
and stuff. Well,
and at the end he laughs. At the end of that narrative, in the middle of that song, he laughs, and that's the laugh that Michael Jackson used for the end of Thriller. That's the same laugh. That's where he got it from.
Nice.
So it's fascinating. Queensryche and their album Operation Mindcrime.
My favorite.
They have in the very and that concert was fantastic. That was probably the best concert I ever went to, Operation Live Crime, because they did that whole album, and then they did most of Empire also. But it like had all the video, had all the things or whatever. But in the background where you hear, Dr. Hamilton painting Dr. Hamilton or whatever, like that has been in 3 shows that I've seen. It's been in Scrubs. It's been in ER, one of the episodes that I walked through when Jessica was watching it, and then something else that I can't remember what it was. But it was like, Dr. J. Hamilton, paging Dr. J. Hamilton. But that's funny because, they've reused that same audio clip. It's something that they paid for to use to put into their music or whatever because it has plates or whatever. But that was fascinating to me.
Hey Angie, thanks for showing up.
And Manowar actually had who was the guy that did the Mars landing thing audio, the radio thing where everybody was like jumping out of buildings?
Orson Welles.
So the band Manowar had Orson Welles do the intro to one of their songs, and that's the last audio that Orson Welles ever recorded before he passed away. It was like Defenders.
Oh, so cool.
All right. So like if you got a job and you realize that they didn't pay attention to anything you did and you just quit going to work, but you kept you were still getting a paycheck, would you just keep going? Would you just keep doing it? Or would you like say, hey, I really quit. I just haven't, would you take it or what?
Jesus, Timmy the pilot. Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. What the? Are we going to have to time him out? We're going to have to time him out, ain't we?
It's because he thought he had hair till he peed out of it.
Anyway, Joaquin Garcia, a 69-year-old building supervisor at a water treatment facility in Spain, managed to rake in $242,000 for 6 years of work he didn't do, thanks to a communication between 2 local departments.
Was it a government job?
Yes, between 2 local departments that resulted in neither one overseeing his work. Shout out to bureaucracy. Ironically, the OG quiet quitter was being nominated for an award for his 20-year tenure when someone finally took notice.
So it was like the stapler guy from Office Space.
Yes.
So we actually, in my company, we actually had a guy that was doing that. He was clocking in every morning and then like closing out service calls that he was doing and not going to any of them. And then would clock out at the end of the day. And this went on for months before he actually tracked his GPS and realized that he wasn't going to any of them.
Damn. Trader Joe's. Anybody?
So what would you do, Rusty? What would you do?
I wouldn't, because when you get caught, one, you're either gonna be arrested for not robbery.
Time
What is
stuff.
that?
Yeah.
Fraud.
Yeah, fraud or whatever, and they're gonna make you pay the money back that you probably spent anyway. So no, I wouldn't.
But you could put it in a high yield savings account and make like 4.9%, depending on how long you do it for. So you pay the money back as long as you don't have to pay any extra interest or restitution. It might be worth it.
Well, all that money's going to get used up by the court date.
Yes.
And
It's like,
I don't even think my company did that. I think they just fired him because taking him to court would have cost them more money, and then lawyers' fees and everything else. They just fired him. They were just
Yeah, I mean, what legal grounds would they have if you gave them a formal notice that you were quitting and they just keep paying you?
I don't know. I don't know. But Trader Joe's.
Oh, I was going to talk about okay.
Go ahead.
Did you hear about this? Speaking of Florida, the South Florida man that was impersonating a different pizza company to defraud tourists.
What?
Yeah, he was delivering uncooked raw pizzas at tourists staying in hotels, Miami Springs or whatever. And it was, I thought it was, he was impersonating Dave, like Dave from Papa John's or whatever. But he was delivering bad pizzas, keeping all the money. It wasn't, I don't know how he did it, but they thought that they were ordering pizza from like this famous pizza. And he would intercept those orders and deliver like a raw uncooked pizza and then just take all the money. But it kept happening because they were tourists. It wasn't bad.
Right.
Sometimes raw dough. And he got slammed for fraud. But Trader Joe's, we don't have one around here.
I've never been to one, but anyway, so I guess they have a pantry staple that is banned in South Korea, where it's considered a drug.
Ooh.
South Korea is cracking down on narcotics related products, which include foods that contain poppy seeds.
Oh, jeez.
Like Trader Joe's, everything but the bagel seasoning, given their use in opium production. Though such products have been banned since 2022, the popular seasoning is specifically being called out at airports, as travelers apparently can't live without it, which we suppose makes it addictive, though not a drug. Though even eating the seeds won't intoxicate you, but it will or can result in a failed drug test.
It will.
Yep.
Does it have to be like a pound or something? There's like an astronomical amount, but it will pop. I thought that was like an urban legend or whatever, but no, that is true. But you have to have a lot.
You ain't really got to watch the poppy seeds as much. Certain cold medicines, though, you do have to watch.
Why do people shop? What makes Trader Joe's and like Whole Foods so popular? Is it because they're bougie?
I don't know. Probably bougie, but I think the freshness of food, I think, is a big
what?
thing. I guess the freshness of the food. I don't know. I have no idea. I've never been to one, so
it's like everything. It's like Cabbage Patch dolls, and the Beanie Babies, and the toilet paper run where everybody was buying all the toilet paper.
That's crazy.
It's one of those things where people just they think it's the thing, so they do it.
I thought at first. Well, I thought for years it was because, or like Whole Foods, because I went to Whole Foods a couple of weeks ago because they have this wine that obviously they don't sell here in Mississippi, but they have this wine in Whole Foods that's from Sardinia. It's the only place I can get it. But anyway, I thought that Whole Foods was because they were organic or non-GMO or whatever.
And that's what they sold themselves on. Right.
Yeah, but that is not true. Not even a little bit. I bought these grapes, these cotton candy grapes, these grape soda. Oh, and these like plums that were plum/apricot. I mean, that is all GMO, but they were freaking good. They were so good.
That was like nectarines when they came out. Remember when nectarines came out in the 80s? Oh my God, they were so good. peach and a plum. Oh my
They
god!
still are. And I learned the hard way. You're not supposed to rinse those fruits until you eat them. I didn't realize there was a protective wax coating
Like a wax,
to
right?
preserve them, and I had no idea. I would take all the peaches, nectarines, and plums home and wash them, and then put them in the basket. And like within a day, they're all shriveled up, looking like a, kiwi.
Like Timmy.
Yeah, they look just like.
They're looking like
you-
Timmy.
You triggered Wombat Mommy dissing on Cabbage Patch Dolls. She's probably got like a whole collection of them or something.
Well, and they'll be worth money. So my brother, so when I grew up, I collected Star Wars action figures and like the collector's cases that would hold the action figures and like the guns and the lightsabers. Like I didn't lose any of that. And the ships and stuff like that. And even as a teenager, once I got a job, I was buying like the Millennium Falcon and the Shuttle Tank, like all the big stuff or whatever. And I left it with my father in storage in Florida when I moved up here. My brother pawned it all for Dungeons and Dragons stuff. The stuff that I had in Star Wars stuff right now, I could buy a house next to Jeff Bezos.
Uh-huh.
Mel,
Pawned it
what are you-
all.
Siblings.
What are you doing? Oh, what was this? What were you doing?
His story about his brother, about the sibling.
Horrified.
I
Yeah.
thought you were smelling your fingers or something. Did you like scratch? Well,
Armpits or something. Scissor fingers got it.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I had models. I had like.
Do you get along with him?
No, actually, but that's him, not me. Like, yeah,
Okay,
no,
because
he
I
did
am
everything.
very, I'm very interested in familial relationships, especially siblings, because my
Oh.
sister is an absolute twat.
wow.
So much money I had in
What'd
there.
you say?
Mhm.
And speaking of like old stuff back then, Atari has a new system that they're coming out with. Atari,
I love pole position.
who doesn't? I mean,
River Raid, Asteroid.
But Atari and Playleon launch a new Atari 7800 console with modern features with
Wow.
backwards compatibility for the 2600 and the 7800 gun. Games.
Nice.
So it's a 7800 plus system or whatever.
I got like 100 games I could use on that.
No shit. They have like Asteroid Deluxe, Bounty Bob Strikes Back, which has to be a Star Wars throw off because
Bounty
they had a
Bob.
Star Wars. They had a Star Wars
Pitfall.
throw off back in the day. That was the
Yes,
same thing.
Branham. Yes, you can.
Berserk, Space
Yeah.
Duel. Oh my gosh!
Pitfall. Did you say Pitfall? I mean, possibly.
Pitfall was the
I
best.
said Pitfall earlier. I mean, you
loved
got
the
all
original.
ki-
Greatest.
Hated the
you got
movie.
all kinds of them. Cubert. Everyone, nobody seems to remember Cubert, but that was a big one for Atari.
Oh, no, I was
Frogger?
Yes,
Jessica's
Frogger.
mom was a huge Qbert fan.
Me
Uh-huh.
too. Love the Q.
yeah. Let's see.
They-
Pitfall
they-
used to be-
That's right.
Even E.T. the movie had a video game on Atari.
and that was cool too. Yep, I remember playing that. Yep. And Pitfall,
what-
though,
alright.
you couldn't win because it just kept going and going and going. There was never an end scenario to Pitfall.
What was the legendary? If y'all know it in here, don't say I want to see who if they get it in chat.
Oh.
What was the legendarily bad Atari game? It's worse than any other game ever.
The
Mel
one they
knows it.
buried in Vegas?
I don't know. Let's
I mean,
see.
just one.
Yeah, it was one game. It's worse than any other Atari game ever made. No, it wasn't Pong.
No, Pong was
Pong was
fantastic.
free Atari.
Oh,
Yeah.
you can get Pong online for free, by the way.
Yep. And for the record, I mean, not that I would do this because it's illegal, but you can get all the games online.
Groupie said it. Groupie said it first, but she didn't type it out legibly. Yeah, it was ET. the worst game ever. I know somebody that had one.
I don't know about that.
We couldn't figure. I mean, it was like there was nothing. There was like whole screens where you didn't do anything. You just kind of like walked around. It was horrible.
So in Las Vegas, there's actually a place in the desert where they buried shit tons of these. Like somebody come across them one day. They were like digging, and they like
they found ET cartridges.
Yes, like a gazillion of them. Yeah, that they just dumped in the desert because they couldn't offload them.
I think I got one in here somewhere.
Life from the patio. Pinball for Atari. I agree. Pinball was fun.
I like still living in the woods. We have his. I was a little late getting going, so I it could have been there earlier, but I screwed up. But it is on the way. I think I told you the 29th, so maybe by the end of the week, 29th or somewhere. But he is getting his mug and stuff. What do you mean? No, he's not. Yes.
You optimist. I mean, I don't mean to doubt you, but I'm doubting you.
No. Damn it.
That's how it rolls. So did anybody watch Scrubs?
Watch what?
Did anybody watch Scrubs?
What about your what?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Oh,
yeah,
shit. He got it already.
Or whatever. It was a comedy show. It was like super funny. The last season.
Dry. Yeah. I liked it.
That's awesome. It said it would like the 29th or some shit, but great. Okay.
So they're bringing back the original cast for another season of Scrubs.
Get out of here.
Nope, it just came out like yesterday. I think it came out. So they're bringing back the entire original cast, and they're concerned because like Dr. Cox is like 55 now. So they're concerned that it'll fail because he won't live long enough or whatever. But JD and Turks are going to have children that are teenagers in the new series or whatever. But like that show was so funny back in the day.
I thought so too. I didn't watch it religiously, but every time I watched it, it didn't disappoint. Wasn't the blonde-haired girl the one that ended up going on How I Met Your Mother? And was she like the second Becky and Roseanne? I can't remember names. I cannot remember the names.
Yeah, I don't know either, and I don't think so. I don't think it was How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, Branham.
How I Met Your Mother was the one time at band camp girl.
Yeah.
Was that her? Oops, somebody texted me.
That's just me.
It wasn't me.
It was just me. It seriously still has anybody watched Ted Lasso? Nope.
Lasso.
I can't believe it. I can't believe nobody's watched.
I may have watched
which Lasso? The one that Wonder Woman
I
has,
can't
or what?
watch it on Apple.
Oh, it's on Apple. That's why.
Apple. That's the only one I don't have. Jeez, all of them. We were like back in the day. We were like, cable. I just want to pay for what I want. I don't want to pay $80 for a bunch of stuff I don't want. And now I'm paying $80 for Prime and HBO and Showtime and.
We need a a la carte because I just reinstated Showtime because now I'm ready to get back into. Well, I watch which I'm really surprised. I don't know a whole lot of people that have watched Game of Thrones, but anyway, I'm gonna now start watching House of the Dragon.
Game of Thrones they did very good with the show right up until the final season.
Yeah, we all know. Yeah, we all know what happened.
Right. But the books, if you read the books, they are so much better because they go more in depth, which again is pretty much any book compared to a movie. But the only thing I didn't like about Game of Thrones was they took stuff out that was important to it and changed it and made it unimportant. Like Khaleesi when she gets with her husband. It was different in the books, and in the series, they made it more like she was, I don't know. she was sexually assaulted, and in the books it wasn't like that. Like
I
it
think
was.
they had to dumb it down for us and to make it.
Well, they didn't dumb it down though. They actually made it worse in the series than they did in the book.
Because I didn't read the books at all.
Oh my gosh, read the books because they're definitely worth reading the books. Again, he doesn't end it, and he's not going to end it now because everybody bitched because he wasn't ended it, and he's like, "Fuck you! I've made my money." So now you all can kick my ass.
What, Paige? You weren't doing it right. I got him to walk down the stairs, the Slinkies, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was more nudity in the books in the Game of Thrones TV show than the books. I mean, obviously there wasn't drawings in the books, but there was a lot of sex in the books. So yeah, you definitely don't want to give it to your Baptist friends and go, "Hey, you should read this."
Oh, I know. Tasty said they made it more rapey in the good parts and less in the bad parts.
Yeah, and that's
And
exactly
it also gave us Jason Momoa. And even though he was already out there, but Peter Dinklage, awesome. I know he was an elf, but Peter Dinklage is amazing.
Hey, welcome Erica in, and you know what? We need to play our Warhorse thing that Kinsey.
Okay, I'm tagging out, guys.
Night,
Erica's
Mel.
been
All
great.
right, we'll let you
Love you
tag
guys.
out, and we'll get started after the video then.
I'll see you next
Bye,
week.
Mel.
Love
All
you.
right.
Yep. Bye now.
See you.
At Warhorse Legacy, we offer an equine-assisted method of healing, a unique form of therapy where participants engage with horses to improve emotional, mental, and physical well-being. Through the unspoken bond of these majestic animals, participants find trust, confidence, and a sense of purpose. Veterans and their families can benefit from our tailored programs that address issues like PTSD, anxiety, depression, and the challenges of reintegration. Our programs also include educational workshops, skills training, and recreational activities, all aimed at fostering resilience and building strong, supportive communities. At Warhorse Legacy Foundation, we understand the sacrifices our heroes have made, and we are dedicated to providing a safe, nurturing environment while healing can begin. Our family programs ensure that everyone, from young children to spouses, finds support and connection. Activities like group outings and community events help strengthen family bonds and create lasting memories. Visit us at warhorselegacy.org to learn more about our programs, hear testimonials, and find out how you can support our mission to honor and empower our veterans. Warhorse Legacy Foundation. Healing through horses, healing together.
That was a good job, Kinsey. Kinsey put that together.
Don't blame me for
That
that.
was beautiful.
That was awesome.
Was that Holly? That sounded fantastic.
That sounded like your phone at work, your message system, right? Didn't you use that? Didn't you have Holly do a
Yeah,
bunch
I
of
have
stuff
Holly
with
on-
your phone system?
I have Holly on my call tree at work. Yes.
That's awesome. She's got a great voice. I mean,
She has a great voice.
She has a
Deny that.
great voice when it comes to audio stuff, for sure.
yeah, absolutely. And thank you for doing that for us, Holly. Anyway, so we have Miss
And Holly does-
Erica, as she's known on Twitter. No, who are you on Twitter? I don't do the Twitter thing, so I don't.
No fan.
With information, right?
No fan. That's right.
Yeah, it's normally misinformation. I think right now, it's just a elusive unicorn. That's thanks to Brad for right now. But yeah, it's normally misinformation. Courtesy of Knights.
Yeah, Knights Husseini and stuff.
I don't
Anyway, so
have it.
Whiskey Wisdom, I seen him. He dropped through there for a minute. That's awesome. Cheers there, Whiskey Wisdom. Thanks for dropping in.
And yes,
What are we
Kathy,
talking
that
about?
was
What are you
awesome.
guys doing?
I don't. We've just been kind of just chatting. So I found a little interesting article here. I don't know if it's worth money or not. I haven't got that far into it, but a lost Lego shark from a 1997 shipwreck was discovered in the English Channel. The plastic shark is one of 51,000 from a shipping container that fell off the Tokyo Express cargo ship in 97. Richard West, the 35-year-old fisherman who reeled in the weathered toy, said he recognized it because he played with one as a kid. West reported it to the Lego Lost at Sea project, which confirmed the toy shark was the first of its kind to be discovered from the Lego spill that cast a total of 4.7 million pieces into the sea. 51,000 of them were the plastic shark.
I think I'm
So-
intrigued by the fact that there's a Lego Lost at Sea Foundation, and this is the first piece ever found. What was the foundation looking
Well,
like until now?
the first of its kind. So the plastic shark was the first one. I think they found other ones.
How many Legos are lost at sea that they need a foundation? This is amazing. Are they hiring? This is crazy.
So Legos are made where? I know it's one of the Swedish
I thought they were
countries.
made here.
No,
Maybe not.
they're made in like Sweden or Finland or one of those places, or Norway. Legos are not an American product.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think they make them here.
And we have
Maybe, there's a couple Lego lands in the United
Yeah,
States
maybe
where
that's
everything's made out of Legos, but I don't actually think they're made here. I just can't.
No, there's
imagine.
actually somebody that put together a story that was the history of how Legos actually came to be, and it was an interesting thing to watch.
Were they lost at sea though? I mean, I feel like this is such a weird. The Lost at Sea Foundation.
So we have shit tons of Legos lost in the basement right now in bins. That
Right?
are probably $8,000 worth of Legos that we've purchased for the kids over the
Listen,
years.
start a Lost in the Basement Lego Foundation and see if you can get donations to
Right.
help find your lost Legos in the basement. That would have lost Lego clubs all over the country. I mean, I've got some lost
Right.
Legos in my basement for sure. Absolutely.
there we go.
Right? Like-
Whiskey Wisdom, bringing the wisdom. Denmark, Hungary,
Denmark.
Mexico, China, and the Czech Republic.
Yep, but they started in Denmark. That's where they
Okay.
originally came from. I would bet everything I have on it.
You got no clue how many of these things we got hanging around this house. I mean, these hadn't even been opened up yet to be put together. There's all kinds.
Listen, those
number-
things are as valuable as my actual weapon when it comes to,
Yeah.
terrorists.
Especially when they say
Just
Harry
sprinkle 'em on the
Potter on.
floor and then go to bed. You don't even have to lock the front
Yeah, I
door.
was going to say, how many have you found in the middle of the night, Kinsey, going to whatever,
All
the
of 'em.
refrigerator or all of them? Yeah.
More
many
than
seconds
I
you
want,
can't
more
miss
than I
them,
have
you-
wanted, but it's not
You
as
can't
big
miss
a
them.
problem because most of them belong to my wife.
I'm sorry, what?
Especially all the Harry Potter ones belong to my wife, and the ones that belong to the kids were put in a bin in another room for a playroom at the time, and most of those have not made it in the house.
I mean, Kinsey,
So-
that might say more about you than it does about your wife.
Oh, there is that. So we had a rule in my house. You could get Legos like for Christmas or birthdays or whatever, but you had to follow the directions. And I would sit down with my kids and we would build whatever it was.
One
And
time, right?
Theirs was Star Wars. Right. Yeah. One time.
Like after that, they
they
could do whatever they wanted with it, but
Right.
they had
After
to
that,
build
they could do whatever.
one time, right?
Right. But when you first get it, this is how we're going to build it by the directions or whatever. And you'd wind up with the extras or whatever, which was part of it because somehow extras would wind up in it. But after that, they could do whatever. So yeah, we have probably a 5-foot bin with probably 5 or 6 drawers that are filled to the top of miscellaneous Legos from stuff that they've built and taken apart and redid everything. My oldest son, we actually got him like a camera, like a little tiny little stupid video camera, a kid's one, and he would make movies with them. And we actually have them saved because I'd pop the SD card out and then like save it. So we actually have those saved from like when he was like 8 up. You know, from all the little videos and stuff that he would make with those.
Did he get to make a Lego Batman movie?
He didn't. They weren't into Batman. They were Star Wars kids. They were mine.
We have a couple of the you know, the all those, the ones they have floral arrangements. They have one that's lilies. They have one that's dried flowers. They have one that's origami, or not origami, bonsai, and it's made out of most commonly used Lego pieces that they have extras of, and they
The
send them out.
woman-
And it makes
we
flower
haven't
arrangements.
done the
There's a couple of
flowers.
those in my house. Yeah,
Now the
there's a
worst
couple
part
of those
about
in my house that
yeah.
my daughter has done.
the biggest opportunity that caused Legos to be in the living room to be stepped on was not any of the individual sets. It was whenever PlayStation and Xbox and stuff came out with the portals that you could get the Legos to put together for, because they were similar to like the Skylanders were. You got a portal, you set your Skylander character on, and and you can play that character on the video game. When that character dies, you take it off and you put another one on there. Well, Legos Dimensions done the same thing with PlayStation. You get, and the thing is, you build the character on top of the little disc it stands on, and then you put that on the portal and you play that character in the game, just like on Skylanders. And then, you know, the kids can't keep all the pieces and stuff together, so they play the video game and parts end up being on the floor, and you find them at 2 a.m. on the way to the bathroom.
Stepping on them. Yeah. I know nothing about what you said, but it sounds really cool. I know nothing about
I was like,
Skylander,
there's portals and characters. Wait, what are we talking
portals.
about? Kinsey, put the mushrooms away.
No, some of these video game systems, you get the characters, and there's a chip in the bottom, and that chip corresponds with the thing that plugs into the video game system. So the video game knows which character you have to play on the video game.
That is cool.
Does it know if I punch the character when it's not doing well?
As soon as the character is off of the portal, it's gone. You got to put it back on, or another one.
So apparently SoCal, I sent you a
That'd be
picture in
great.
Messenger,
I'd be beating the-
Kurt. So if you can figure out how to get that pulled up on screen, SoCal sent me a picture. She says she really likes Legos, so it's in Messenger.
I'm scared.
Hold on. I
So
think I
No,
can
it's
get it.
it's actually pretty neat.
they don't have Lego porn, do they, Rusty?
Of course they do.
Wait a minute. If they make anything, there's porn of it. What rule is that?
34.
All right, yeah,
Yeah.
all right. I'm looking it up right now.
It would take to shoot a Lego porn movie.
Lego porn. Let's see if it comes up. Yeah, there it is, right there on Pornhub. Lego porn videos. There it is.
Oh no.
Let's see. Yes.
Hold on. I got it. I can get that picture up there.
Yep.
Jen's well, good, dear Lord, Kathy and the Berg, I hope there's not Duplo porn. We don't please. No.
Well, it's
Of
like
course
Lego porn, but it's bigger.
Yeah, and Rusty, I didn't mean porn with Legos, okay? Like that's not what I meant. I
Oh,
meant
Oh,
like
well, there
actual
is.
Lego.
There is. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
I don't,
You want Lego porn.
don't. Yeah, don't do that.
And did
That's-
you show it, Rusty?
Oh,
No.
man, porn with
No,
Legos
sir.
have to involve a whole
There's-
lot
there's
of
porn.
trips to the hospital to get things removed that were lost.
Damn it.
Oh no. Oh, that's vicious.
That's like, how do you how does that happen? That's what I want to know.
I mean, it went over backwards.
Oh, yeah, I see. No,
It had
there's a
to.
bridge. If you look on the right side, there's a bridge it drove off of or something right there.
Yep.
Or was trying to go up the hill and couldn't.
You know what? That one is a lucky one. Do you realize how many things has happened with dozers like that that has not the older ones that had not had a roll cage of any sort over the seat?
Okay, you mean, wow, the guy, yeah, he could have died. That's all.
Very.
Yes, that's horrible.
Exactly, because the worst part about those is, and I was told about this a number of times. Whenever they would unload those and they would back them off of the back of the trailer that they were loaded on, you know how you would hesitate on something and want to hit the brakes. You do it the wrong time on them dozers and hit the brakes off of the lip off of that trailer. It's just tumbling over at that point.
What, why'd they have to tell you so many times, Kinsey? Did you forget?
No, I wasn't allowed to play with the heavy equipment like that.
I didn't think so. I was like, wait a minute.
Although, I mean, the opportunity is there as long as you have the key for it, because the key pretty
It's
much
all right,
starts
Kirk. You ain't gotta.
anything,
It's
and
past.
it's a key for anything. It's like the same thing across the board. They didn't have separate keys for different pieces of equipment.
Oh, it was a master
Um,
situation.
So let me go on to this. Sounds weird. Tennessee Titans Will Levis did a collab with Hellman's, right?
Dukes wasn't available.
They they come up with a fragrance from Olfactory Hell. It is
What?
Will Levis number 8, a fragrance inspired by the smell of mayo with hints of lemon, coffee, musk, vanilla, and so-called mayonnaise accord. The pair's relationship began last year after the quarterback went viral for saying he put Hellman's mayo in his coffee, scoring him a lifetime supply of the brand's signature product. Does anybody put mayo in your coffee?
No, that's downright disgusting. I don't know why you would do that. I can't
I'm
imagine why
guessing it
anyone
makes
would
it
do
like
it.
creamier
No.
or something. I don't.
Oh,
I
I'm
don't
sure it does.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that we have a particular demographic that all of this mayo scented stuff is going to be targeted toward, right?
Here,
Wow, that's
old-fashioned ways
racist.
plus.
What's wrong with you, Kinsey? My God. No, it's because
we-
I don't know. Okay,
we have-
maybe you know how they have that coffee, bullet coffee or whatever it has been and stuff like that. It's supposed to be
Yeah.
really good for you. It's kind of a thing, though I don't really like it. But maybe
It's
that's the
essential
effect. I mean,
fat thing.
Hellman's, it's eggs, right? It's
What,
Right.
eggs,
bulletproof
right? I mean,
coffee?
maybe
No.
it's supposed to be good for you. I don't know, but that's disgusting. That is
I-
downright there are other ways to get the similar effect in your coffee if you want. I don't know if this person is married or not, but there are
I didn't
ways.
think
I just
bulletproof
can't.
coffee
It's
was
just
eggs.
disgusting.
I thought it was closer to coconut oil. It's essential fats is what it is.
Well, it's gross. That's what I'm saying. That's disgusting. Either way, I don't care if it's butter,
No.
essential oils, coconut oil.
Father Fortenberry.
eggs.
The Tangy Zip is Miracle Whip, not mayo. There's a
Yeah.
difference.
Oh, yeah. That's just what I want in my coffee. Tangy Zip. No. I don't no tangy.
No,
in the
he's trying to
coffee.
find the picture that I sent him, but don't worry about it, man. Just whatever. Everybody, hold on to your dogs. Oscar Mayer's famed Wienermobiles has crashed. The
What?
3,600 pound, 15-foot long, hot dog shaped promotional vehicle collided with another car in a near tragic accident that left it rolled on its side on an Illinois highway. Luckily, no one was injured, including the 2 passengers who we imagine are relishing in the fact that they narrowly avoided some ridiculous obituaries.
Oh my
Wah,
God.
wah, wah, wah.
911. What is your emergency? I've just been broadsided by the wiener.
And who hasn't?
Right? I mean, what's your answer at the 911 call right there at that point? I'm sorry. Could you say that again, please?
Either
It's
delivered
not
or
an
received.
emergency. We're not sending any personnel to it. I'm just telling you now.
Right? I'm sorry, ma'am. That's not technically an emergency.
Oh,
No,
it's a
you
Friday.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Let's see. somebody almost ate a scientific anomaly for dinner at Red Lobster.
Oh,
An
I mean,
orange-
isn't everything at Red Lobster a scientific anomaly? I'm not
Probably.
sure.
An
but-
orange lobster, which was spotted by a dishwasher at one of the Colorado locations, was spared from being eaten thanks to its ultra rare coloring. The 1 in 30 million crustacean is currently being studied by
Oh, wow.
researchers at the University of New England, after which he will live out his life at the Denver Aquarium, unlike his average looking red friends who will be boiled alive.
I
Wow.
remember
So
hearing
there's
this story. What was
racism
the
in
name they gave the
seafood.
lobster? They gave
What?
the lobster a name. Was it in the story?
What?
Yeah,
Not,
they gave the
not in
lobster a
this.
name.
Yeah,
Do you
let
know
me
the name?
hold on.
That's what I'm trying to remember.
Wow. So, like, did the guy get a bonus and special recognition for finding the rare 1 in 30,000 lobster?
Orange coloration is believed to occur 1 in 30 million. It's not saying anything about a name.
I'll look it up real quick.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wombat Mommy says his name is Fred.
Nah.
The lobster's name is Fred. Okay,
They're all named Fred.
I believe it.
No. The lobster was named
They're wrong.
Crush.
Crush.
They're all
Crush.
named
It was
Fred.
discovered in Pueblo, Colorado, is where the Red Lobster was.
Okay.
I
I'm
mean,
sorry. I thought
it was
whenever I hear
orange.
Crush, I think of the sea turtle, one of the sea turtles on one of
The
the
sea
movies. I couldn't
turtle. That
remember
was
which
right. That's what I was thinking too.
Um,
Surf's up, dude.
Yogurt
Yep.
company Chobani, and
Chobani.
coffee roaster La Colombe collabed on a new line of pumpkin spice products that are available now in the dead of summer.
It's
They
too
are the
early.
latest of several brands abandoning seasonality to satisfy customers' obsession with the $1 billion a year fall flavor. Starbucks, which
It's too early, and I already know who you need to forward that story to.
right?
Not me. I'm not the pumpkin
No.
bitch. I don't do that.
You're not the
pumpkin shit.
pumpkin bitch. It's our favorite Hispanic Valley girl.
Oh,
Down in Tampa.
Rocky with an
Starbucks
eye.
introduced the pumpkin spice line in October 2003. Now rolls out the fan favorite in August. So
To go back to your mayonnaise cologne,
yeah,
and I may have to pause it for audio, but how does this not sound good?
They try to define you.
we may not can play that. Hey, you'll get us a copyright strike. Yeah, or they'll make us. Yeah.
Well, it's all sold out anyway. You can't get it anymore. They sold out of every single one of them.
Wow.
Yeah. Delivered
all
to Trailer
sold
Park
out. You can't-
nationwide.
Whoa, well, that
Anyway.
must mean Timmy has one.
Probably.
This
Timmy
summer,
the pilot, not Timothy Ratliff. So just so I'm clear.
y'all
Yeah.
remember the ice bucket challenge, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's 10 years old. 10 years old this summer.
Wow. 10 years old. The stupidity is 10 years old.
Yeah,
Thank you
well, its
for
origins
marking
as the
time.
cold water challenge go back a little further. It was 10 years ago that the Golf Channel's morning show decided to do it live on air. By August 2014, the Ice Bucket Challenge had gone global. It's estimated that the challenge brought in over $140 million in additional funding for ALS.
That's good.
That's good. After having
Yeah.
a bucket of ice water dumped on your head, you're supposed to challenge 3 others to do it.
I mean, at least that one actually raised money for something because there's a whole lot of challenges out there that don't raise money for anything and they're just harmful and stupid.
Right?
Yeah.
Now they don't say where they asked this, but TV fans were asked what shows were great from start to finish. Y'all were already talking about a couple of them. And these 7 made the cut, and I've seen one. I have not seen any of the other ones, and it is a good one. Homeland, haven't seen it. Finale aired in 2020 and delivered a perfect ending, standing out as a refreshing contrast to disappointing conclusions like Game of Thrones.
Is this a recent thing, or because, I mean, if you go over a period of years and decades and stuff, I'm sure that you'd have something like MASH in the list.
Yeah, MASH is always good.
I'm still pissed about Firefly and Expanse.
Yeah, Firefly was the greatest show. I mean, it could have really been something, and it was just not time for it. It was a fantastic season.
It was a good one.
And Expanse, they had to end because the Arabic guy that they had playing as one of the characters in it was a pedophile and was going after like teenage girls. So
Wait,
they had
like
to
in
kill
real
him
life?
off. Yeah, in real life. So they had to kill him off in the show and then end the series.
I believe the correct term for him would have been hebophile.
What?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Technically, yes.
Yes, he was a phebophile, but yes, he was going after teenage girls.
Yeah.
And so they had to end the series because of his dumb ass.
That's ridiculous. Well, that's what killed the ranch,
Father
right?
Fortenberry. I agree, Father Fortenberry. I'm on the 3rd season right now.
X Hamster season 2 was great. What?
Is that page 2 or
I
season
don't name
2?
that starts with father.
Night Court, fabulous. Golden Girls, fabulous. F Troop, I never really watched F Troop, but
Oh, I loved
Adam's
F-Troop.
Family is okay. It's got good bar, and the Munsters was them just trying to do an Adam's Family.
It was still good though. It was different than that. It was different enough from the Addams Family to be worth watching.
Yeah,
because it was good, but it was not Addams Family good.
let's see. The next one is How to Get Away with Murder. Never seen it. I don't even think I've heard of it. Kicked off one of the best pilot episodes ever and kept viewers hooked until a powerful finale. My personal favorite, Schitt's Creek. Holy crap, I love that show.
I love
Oh,
that show.
freaking funny. Oh my God, so funny.
I love that show. I really did. That was and I mean, you know, I don't watch a lot of TV. Like that would probably be the only one on the entire list that I can even say I've seen, much less heard of. But I loved that show. That was some of the funniest shit ever.
I never seen this as a TV show, or I think there was a movie, but I don't know. The Wire, often hailed as one of the best TV shows ever. It has no bad seasons and features unforgettable characters. Seen it. But that was Bird on a Wire, I think is what I'm thinking of.
My first job when I moved up here was at a convenience store, and I worked 4 to midnight, and I'd get home probably 1 o'clock in the morning, and then I'd be up till like 4 or 5 in the morning, and I would watch the reruns of Benson, which I fell in love with.
Yeah.
And I would watch reruns of Forever Night, which was the Canadian vampire series, which was horribly awesome. It was such a fantastic show, but it was horrible.
Those are so bad. Like I was about to say, I think the last show that I watched that was like a season to season to season, and there were so many of them, and I didn't think there was a bad one until really far in. Blacklist. I watched Blacklist pretty religiously when that was out. Do you remember that?
I can't watch Blacklist because it has who's the lead guy in that? What the hell's his name?
I can't remember his name right now. He's he's the asshole from 16 Candles.
Well, he was the asshole in 16 Candles, but
no, he wasn't. Sorry, he wasn't in that one.
In The Secretary, and then
he was in Breakfast Club, actually, right?
he was also Blacklist. He was in Sex, Lies, and Videotape. And I can't watch that because as soon as he comes on the television, my wife's panties literally shoot out of her pant leg.
So did she like him? Did she like him in Boston Legal? Like, wasn't he in Boston Legal? James
So I
Spader.
started
Thank you,
watching Boston
Jamie.
Legal. I had to stop watching Boston
Yeah.
Legal.
Oh, he got really, really fat. It
But-
was okay.
But then he got fat and he was less. So her
He
panties
did,
would
but
literally shoot out of her leg, but she'd have to sit on a towel. We'll just leave it there.
Wow.
Hide. What makes things shoot out of my pants?
Right. It's not her fault. I don't blame her. We all have our lists. I got it. I don't hold it against her. But no, and I don't think she's ever seen Sex, Lies, and Videotape, and I've never watched it with her.
listen to her.
Cackling back there. The Americans, sleeper hit combining spies, politics, intense drama with a stellar pilot and a finale that truly delivers.
That's supposed to be really good.
Yeah,
But
I
I-
never watched it, but I can remember the time that it came out because it was being bragged on by the late great Rush Limbaugh at the time too.
Half. Please.
Yeah, now I don't watch much television at all. So it's kind of hard. I can't really keep up.
Leave it alone. You're like my bitch
All right.
sister right now.
That's it. James Spader. Look, she just dropped the rum.
Oh crap!
What in the-
Dude. Okay.
More soda too, please.
No. Get your own fucking soda.
So Spotify.
Tell shit about
Anybody that listens to Spotify, and we do, so we have like the family thing. So it's like 5 people for whatever. So we have like everybody in the house has like their own playlist or whatever. It's commercial free. It's whatever. We've had that for years since the kids were, because I am a huge music fan, and I am super eclectic because I can listen to Eminem, I can listen to Marvin Gaye, I can listen to, Diana Krall, I can listen to Manowar. Like if the music touches me in some way or whatever, so I wanted to make sure my kids had the same opportunity.
If the music touches you, didn't you get violated?
Nope, because it was willing. It was
was-
like if James Spader showed up in my house.
Consensual. Got it.
So, but
Really?
Spotify.
What's on your list, honey?
So in their app,
Keep talking.
Spotify has it set up so some people it's automatically set to mono instead of stereo. So a lot of people have been missing out, and like it just came out like in the news or whatever. So a lot of people have been listening to music and listening to it in mono instead of stereo, which you get songs like Baba O'Reilly and stuff like that. Like there's definite different sounds coming in your right and left ears or whatever. So one of the things that this news thing said is to go through your Spotify and make sure that mono is turned off so you're actually listening to music. So going down the Spotify thing, I was looking at, so they have a Marvin Gaye on Spotify playlist, and it's set to Marvin Gaye's Clueless Ass. So it has all these Marvin Gaye songs that are, what's going on? What's happening, brother?
Why? I don't
When
know.
you stop leaving me? Where you going?
That's kind of where you are.
I don't know
Sharon, what you did
why.
tonight.
What did I choose you? Why did I choose you? That was fan-fucking-tastic.
You're in-
Marvin Gaye's Clueless Ass.
Oh my god.
What a perfect playlist.
I'm just wondering if Judy can send me a yardstick.
That's beautiful.
And-
I love that.
Rusty, Jessica wants to know if Judy can send her a yardstick because of the James Spader comments that I made.
Yes. Hey,
Yeah,
got
for sure.
I got the top 7 signs that you've chosen a bad college. Top 7 signs you've
okay.
chosen a bad college.
Number
is
one,
basket
went to
weaving
college.
being a major one of them.
Number 7, asked about accreditation, the dean of admission replies, "I think you made up that word." Number
Oh,
6,
that could be a problem.
your diploma comes with a coupon for a free sandwich at the campus cafeteria.
Mm-mm.
Number 5, the world-renowned library is a stack of Reader's Digest in the janitor's closet. Number 4, every classroom has an out of order sign taped to the door. And number 3, the mascot is just a guy in a dirty T-shirt holding a "Go Team" sign. Number 2, the school colors are dark brown and slightly darker brown. And the number 1 sign you've chosen a bad college, on the university seal, the word college is spelled with a K. There it is.
Ooh, ta-da. This is where we insert
I mean-
congratulations music right here.
Yes.
Dear Lord, isn't that as bad? Did you see that the picture they showed of Kamala in Louisiana at some kind of Democratic Party event or Democrat Party event, and they spelled Louisiana wrong on the banner behind her?
No.
Louisiana.
Yeah, they're
Are they
they're
sure
missing the
Kamala
I.
did
It just said Lou, like Louisiana. Like they forgot of the other I. It was
Louisiana.
literally like, yeah, Louisiana. I know they say it that way, but that's not how you're supposed to spell it. It's not
Yeah,
how
but I
you
mean, I'm
spell
sure her voice still changed for cadence for the match in the local area where she was talking at, right?
Oh, I didn't. If you think I hit play, there was no chance I was going to voluntarily listen to that cackling whore. There is no way that was happening. No way that was happening. It was bad enough she's sitting there in front of a banner that's got a state's name spelled wrong. Pick me. Like, what? You retard? What is wrong with you? No, you had one job. Who didn't see that? Who the hell didn't catch that? Come on. Don't you do a camera review? Isn't there somebody who does a screen setup? Like, I'm not even in the business. Isn't that someone's job to literally check the shot? To check the shot? Isn't that what you do? And that it was spelled wrong?
Not to mention, aren't you
She's
using
running for president for crying out loud.
aren't
Well, I
you
mean,
using spell check as you're making the banner? Like, doesn't it pop up red? Like, no, dumbass, spell it like
No.
this.
there you go.
I mean, that's a great joke. Like if I was the printer and I had to make that sign, I would spell it wrong as a prank. But the fact that nobody caught it is just really bad. Like if that, by the way, brilliant, like go team, right? Like thank God.
I mean,
No
look at where
regrets.
look at where this is going to. You expect expect any of these to catch anything other than a VD or something? You know, I mean,
I just can't even. I mean, you know, I think they're missing out on a whole separate niche of gear and money that they could be raising. Like there should be Kamala Harris knee pads. There should be Kamala Harris like throw rugs. There should be like little squares like you had in kindergarten. You just throw the rug down
Mouthwash.
and they would make you like sit on it. No, there's a whole bunch of sex gear that they could be selling for the Democrat Party. And
Throat lozenge spray
right,
stuff.
right. Like why? What with all the guys walking around with their junk hanging out? There should be Kamala Harris strap-ons. There should be Kamala Harris leather. Like why are we not seeing full on like, assless. Well, all chaps are assless, but you know what I mean. The funky leather ones that have the buckles on the side all the way down. They can just snap off, right? Those should say Harris and what's his name? Harris and Tampon Timmy all over it. They are missing out. There's a whole money-making opportunity out here.
Wait a minute. What's Timmy got to do with this?
Isn't that his name? Tampon Tim?
Sorry, I got my Timmys confused.
Yeah. Not to be confused with Timothy Ratliff, who is in no way, shape, or form endorsing any type of activity of that manner. He's way too nice for
Timmy
that.
the pilot would endorse it in a heartbeat.
Timmy the pilot wouldn't know what to do with it if we gave it to him and said, "Here, make money with this."
Timmy the pilot owns assless chaps.
I'm scared because that's probably true.
Never mind. I ain't going there.
Scared.
Anyway, I wanna get Rusty's view on this story there from just starting out with the headline here. The U.S. Department of Transportation announced a plan to deploy new technology to enable vehicles to communicate with each other in hopes of reducing motor vehicle crashes. In other words, over the next 14 years, they're hoping to be able to make all these vehicles communicate with each other in order to make the roads safer.
What?
Making driving drunk safe again.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is
there's no point. Why stay sober? Who needs to be a designated driver at that point?
well,
You
this
can
is
self-driving car.
geared. This is geared starting out for commercial vehicles.
Oh,
Huh.
oh, that seems dangerous.
Well, I mean, we already seen how much things has been changing with, electronic logs and everything else. And I mean, they're going to be working toward getting all the trucks to be able to communicate with each other.
Well, then what are you going to do?
Sit there. You get paid to sit there.
Well, I mean, I am probably one of the more stable job opportunities on this, because even if I'm not driving the truck, there's certain amount of training and everything that's necessary to know how to properly handle the freight and get it secured and everything and safe for travel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like planes. I mean, planes pretty much fly themselves now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a pilot
Yeah,
and
and you
a
still need a
co-pilot.
pilot, right?
Yeah.
Or do you? Maybe you don't. Maybe that's just for our mental.
But
Maybe that's just for us. Maybe they don't actually need the pilot or the
I mean, if
co-pilot.
it's catastrophic, maybe you need it, like if there's an emergency or something like that. But as far as my understanding is, the planes pretty much fly themselves now.
That's
Commercial
a
planes.
Really
Again,
terrifying.
not small pilot planes and stuff like that, but
Right.
commercial planes.
All right, so we're getting some comments. In here. It said, game shows are fun, Paige says. Remember when we played games here? That'd be great, Paige, but I don't think you ever called in once, did you? We couldn't get people to freaking call and join in and do it. I mean,
we get enough people to say that they are going to call in the next time that we do this, then we get some committed names that we recognize, then maybe we'll do it in one of the next couple of shows.
Folks acted like they didn't want to freaking play. I'm not going to sit on here and beg people to freaking call. They just, But
I got tired of playing and not winning.
Yeah, maybe it's because it takes forever to get the prizes, Rusty. I mean, not that I'm coming at you,
Yeah.
Rusty, but I'm coming at you. Not
Yeah.
that I'm coming at you, though.
Right. Not
Yeah.
you specifically, but you, the other you.
Yeah.
Right?
I know you
Like,
did,
right.
and you and Erica, but I mean, we couldn't get.
Yeah.
Big people to freaking-
Cal is right. She played all the time, but I mean, from time to time, we would have only one good
great.
round or something, because we'd only had two people to call to play in from time to time.
All I
Yeah.
hear is a bunch of blah blah, bitch, 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 wah, wah, wah.
Whatever.
That's what I hear.
Whatever.
Damn, that's some
Seriously,
shade. Jen
you
said.
gotta make. Plus, you have to make the prizes worth it, right? Like, not only if you're not gonna send them, at least make people worth like missing them. That we're like, God, where's my shit? Right? I mean,
Whatever.
I don't
You're not
know.
gonna
With
send
that last
anyway.
comment, you'd figure people would want to call in just to play for the fun of it because it sounded like it was a fun thing. But
it is a fun. Yes, Kinsey, people like to call in just to play for the fun of it. What the what?
No, no.
I mean, there's things I
Well,
like to do
shit,
just for the
man.
fun of it.
Start giving
Kinsey,
away
do not
some of
what
your
you like to do just for the fun of it on air. We talked about this. We are not going live with what you like to do just for the fun of it.
No.
Okay?
No.
We're not going there.
I'll
Start
tell you
giving
what.
some-
I'll tell you what. I'll put together a game, and we will give away another mug next week, and
Wait,
maybe
I
I'll send some extra. I got I got a shitload of bottle openers here that say off track on them.
Oh my God, it's so horrible. Okay, listen, also, we have so many bourbon. Rusty has so many bourbon people. And there's a whole bunch of jackhole people in there, right? So you could
Mhm.
also play a game like Bourbon Meeple. And we could come up with some spectacular bourbon jackhole prizes. Just saying.
We have to figure out how to do a Cards Against Humanity game.
Yes, we talked about that.
We
We
have
talked
to
about
come up
we
with a
can-
way to do it.
Easily do that.
Anthony, I'm committed. LMAO. Like you're in the crazy house right now, or I mean,
I
what
think
do you?
I think that would be
Yeah,
for
that you
calling.
just watch
I
on
think that would be
Sundays or
calling for the show
Oh,
for
okay.
the game.
All right. Well, I'll put together something. Maybe we can figure out. Maybe Rusty won't ask the same question.
Right. That
Yeah.
is
we'll
That
have to put
is-
Kirk in charge of the questions.
an accurate critique, Rusty.
Hmm
I'm just throwing that
Yeah.
out there.
We're going to let you ask the questions, Rusty, but Kirk's going to be the holder of the questions, and that way we'll probably get a good shuffle.
There
Kathy
we go.
Berg says, "Would you rather? Would I rather what?" I mean, no,
You don't want
yeah,
to know.
do
It's
that.
a game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so we
it's
need
a
to
game.
talk this week. Maybe we can do a Cards Against Humanity type thing. I don't know how that would work, but we'd figure it out, I guess. I don't know.
Kathy,
And it's rigged. Everybody
Kathy,
says
it can't already be it can't already be rigged. We don't even know what the game is yet.
yeah, it's still rigged.
It's so rigged. Only because Rusty's going to mess it up, even if we have new questions.
No.
I'm
an excellent game show
he
host.
won't rig
I-
it.
Oh, Kamala Harris. He's sure.
I don't know. Can it be Kamala on what knee pads? Would you like? Because I would love to try to have someone make those.
That's awesome. Thanks for joining there, Anthony. And that's not a name I recognize. So,
Oh, I recognize it.
oh, you do? Okay.
I recognize that name.
Yes, wife. I am good at holding and shuffling.
Well, I think that's probably a euphemism, but we'll accept
I
it.
think-
The
I think
hold and
him
shuffle.
Chris
Kirk's
Bates are
on
hanging
it.
out right now.
I am
The
glad
title
you're
is
here,
Next
Kate.
Sunday.
Glad you're here.
That's fantastic.
Kathy wants leg warmers. What? There is no off-track leg warmers. I don't even think that's an option.
Track leg warmers.
Yeah.
I don't
Wow.
know. I guess we're going to need to know what size, and maybe I'll have to see if I can get somebody to work on it. I'm probably going to get told no, but I can ask.
Are you out of your mind right now? Are you going to ask someone to knit leg warmers?
Not
Oh.
knit, crochet.
I miss those. The 80s, the leg warmers. Oh, they were so hot.
Kirk,
Oh. so hot.
oh my
In-
God.
That's
Oh my
hot.
Make
All
the
I
gift,
can remember. Oh God, no.
Kinsey.
She's already said no.
Some of your wife's Lego set.
I told you I was probably already knew the answer.
That might even just be out of principle. Not even that she doesn't want to make them, that she's refusing to make them because they were horrible. They were horrible things. Just put some fucking pants. Oh, dang it!
All
Just
right,
put some
all right.
pants
Yo,
on.
she can
Why you
make
gotta
all
put leg
kinds of
warmers on?
nifty
They were
things,
horrible.
but she's never going to make one of these for it. I can tell you right now. See a little F bomb.
Leg warmers are hot. Hot.
Especially this time of year.
Yep.
Well, so what was the science behind that? Why? I mean, it's like you worked out, you were supposed to be wearing leg warmers. What was the thing with that? Like it kept you from getting muscle cramps or something? I don't know. I didn't ever.
I
think
don't know if
didn't
there
know
was
that
anything
sort of-
scientific. It was they had started making those full body suits that women went and did aerobics in, and then you would go outside and freeze your ass off. But if you had the leg warmers, then you just put your sexy like ski jacket on with your leg warmers and your little shoes, and
Right.
then just go out to the car and you were warm. I don't know why they did it. It was gay. I didn't do it. I didn't know leg warmers.
No. It was not gay. Richard Simmons did not use leg warmers.
He did.
He did.
Yes, he
The girls
sure
did.
shit did. Yes, he
No,
Like,
that's
No,
no,
he did too.
no.
He did.
No, I don't want to be gay.
so
Yes.
he
Yep.
never wore
And they
headband.
matched his head. They matched his head sweatband. Always.
No, he did not
Yep.
wear one. No, he
Yes,
didn't.
He did.
That's
Yes, he
nope,
did.
That's a Mandela thing.
Yeah, that's a
Yep.
Mandela effect.
Nope.
He did not wear. Go find a video
Yes,
that's got him
he
wearing
did.
one.
All right.
Go find
fine.
a video of him wearing one.
Fine.
They say that's a Mandela effect. He did not wear a headband.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. It was like teal or like turquoise, and turquoise leg warmers and little armbands too, like the tennis players used to wear. He had it all on. And that's
So
and
you
it
saying
was
he wore
turquoise.
leg warmers and headband?
Yes, a sweatband around his damn head. I don't care
Richard
what you guys
Simmons
say.
did
No,
not
Armstrong.
wear leg warmers.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
I'm gonna find that
He
freaking
wore
picture of him with leg
There's
warmers.
there is one
Stretch
there
clothes.
was one Saturday Night Live skit that he wore a headband in. He never wore it on his
No,
on his
bite me. I will find it, and when I find
got
it,
him in-
you will feel the wrath of me saying I
Okay,
spoke
I'm
it
just
over
telling you what
again.
I'm just telling you what they said. It was a Mandela effect, and he never wore it.
Yep, never wore a headband, never wore leg warmers. Yep.
Yep.
Nope.
He wore it. You're freaking wrong.
Jessica says he did. Shut up and put your leg
He
warmers on.
freaking
woman.
did. I'm gonna find it. I won't. It might not be tonight, but I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna paste it everywhere. I'm gonna get it put on a shirt. I'm gonna blow that shit up because yes, he did.
All right, but it can't be from that one Saturday Night Live skit that he did. You can't use that.
No,
You got to use it from
no, no.
dancing to the oldies or whatever the hell it is. Yeah, no.
I don't care what he
Sweat-
was dancing to. I'm gonna find it for you, and it will not be that singing that.
Jeff Castle. Jeff Castle. He did wear a fruit cup though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Leg warmers would keep your ears warm.
What? Oh yeah, nice,
Well, they would.
nice.
They
I see what you did there.
Just saying.
That would be hot and a little slippery
See?
because you're like if you would slide down. Yeah,
I am telling you right now, Erica, you are
What?
not going to want to do the internet search to find Richard Simmons and leg warmers. So just give that up now is my advice because my 60 seconds of looking through is already mentally scarring.
Was that episode 2 of X Hamster?
I mean, what? You're not supposed to click on the
I
link.
need to watch some X Hamster in order to clean some of the stuff out of my
Oh
mind.
no, dear Lord! Oh no! Okay, well, now you know I'm gonna search it because with that kind of promo, I'm going all in.
I mean, just the outfits and stuff that he has been caught in, photographed in. Prepare yourself.
I'm telling you out there, I'm gonna find a Richard Simmons video with him wearing leg warmers because it is out there. I don't care what you say, it's there.
I don't know
it.
if he's. I would not be surprised if he had never wore them while on video doing any of the exercise routines, but there's certainly a lot worse stuff than leg warmers out there.
Wow,
Just
you people on YouTube, you need to like us. There's a whole 17 people, and only 4 of you have liked us. So
No, you have to refresh it. You have to refresh the page, and it'll.
it's on here.
I think that's Facebook. Actually,
Facebook. Where'd it go?
no.
Now we're down to 16 people watching.
I think that's only Facebook. Actually,
Yes, that is Facebook. I'm sorry. It says 0 on Facebook, 16 on YouTube,
we got
Yeah.
17 on Rumble.
and 1
Nice.
person on something. But it won't let me scroll.
And one person on something. I
Rich, I-
am not the one on something today.
Calm down,
It is
people.
not me.
This is too many people. You're gonna shut our server down.
We can't have anyone on something. That isn't going to
Wait, we got a
work.
server?
Don't be on something.
all right. We got to wrap this stuff up, guys. We are.
Thank God.
You have to.
Yeah, we gotta wrap it up.
Um,
Oh, there's
I'm sure Warhorse appreciates this discussion with Richard Simmons Lake Warmers.
Think about James Spader tonight, honey.
Call in next show if we're doing a game. Come on.
Yeah, we were up to 29 at one point. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We'll try to do better next week.
We will do better next time.
I won't.
Good night, Angie.
Good night, everyone.